They're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Browns nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
No gain on this defense. Alert, alert, alert.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Giants 14, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A run for Nick Chubb. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4. brings up 3rd and 1.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Browns nothing.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 1st down, Wilhelm. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Browns' 38-yard line.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Giants 21, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
1st down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check. Regular.
On the ground is Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nick Chubb.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Formation.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 12.
12 yards there and a first down.
New York.
From the gun, Wilhelm. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Operating from the gun, Wilhelm eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
15.
From the gun, Wilhelm. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's taken in by Duvernay. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
56 to Mike.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Mayfield sacked.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Let's go right here now. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Up. We got double up.
Now Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
You would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
55.
On 1st and 10, Wilhelm. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Wilhelm. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wilhelm. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Is on the coverage.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield with it once more. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Good, 180. Let's go.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Browns get a score closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
That worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to Slayton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilhelm. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
23 yards, the final tally.
At the 32-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Carrier. He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6.
Play fake. Mayfield.
4.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, alert 33. Regular.
Under 10, 36. Alert 3. Slam. You go take. You go.
Point it right. I got it.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Chubb on the counter, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk.
Tonight's finals.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home for next week's contest. That